Hello world, Stephen Michael Zach here, and today I'm going to show you how to build a wireless microphone boom pole. Now, first off, I am not a sound man. So full disclaimer, I am a director, I am a cinematographer, I am a special effects artist, but I do run a lot of sound not only for my own professional gigs, but for my own films. So with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at what we'll be using. Now, first off, we will be using the Rode Wireless Go 2 system. Now, yes, Mr. Sound Speeds, I know it's a 2.4 gigahertz system, but I have used these on many professional jobs, and they have never failed me. So unlike some other products, deity. Anyway, which oddly enough I'm using right now to record this video. But this is what we're going with because this is what I have right now. Now, normally you would want to use a UHF system, but this is fine for what I'm going to be doing. Next, we need our microphone, and for that I am using the Audio-Technica AT875R. Now, I have used this for everything. I used to use it for my videos, every film I've made, every professional gig. It has a very nice middle flat sound. Now, the only downside is it is very small and hard to find a mount for, but it really is a rock solid microphone. I really love this thing. And it will cost you about 170 bucks if you can still find it on Amazon. I don't know if they make it or whether it's been discontinued. I have a feeling it's been discontinued. But it's a nice sounding mic. And I have this shock mount here off a microphone stand, so we'll be using that as well. Next, we are going to need something to power this microphone because it is a phantom power microphone only. So I am going with the Saramonic Smallrig. Now this is the older one. They don't sell this one anymore. They have a newer one, which I hear is not, the preamp inside is not as good, but it should be fine again for what you're doing. Keep in mind, you're going to be manipulating your audio in post and working on your audio in post. About this is you do get, not only do you get a preamp, an on-off switch for the preamp, but you also get a 48 volts power, which is fantastic, and you have this beautiful physical knob and a headphone jack. Now this will run off a 9-volt battery, and I added this piece of Velcro back here, and I'll show you what that's for in a moment. Next, you're going to need this Rode wire. I forget what this is called. I'll leave all the parts in the links below, but this is basically just going to amplify the signal that comes out of here. I found out for some reason that when the Rode Wireless Go is plugged into this, the signal's a little bit weak, so you are going to have to amplify it with this. And then you're going to need this XLR. This is a male to female, so we're going to need that. And you're going to need some ties here to tie up loose wires and things like that. Now, let's talk about boom poles. Now, while we could go with the boom pole from the company that shall not be named, you've seen this in many of my videos. I've actually talked about this boom pole. I do like the fact that it's foam, and I do like the fact that all you have to do is give it a little twist, and it opens very nicely. But it is made of aluminum. It is fairly cheap. It feels more like a tripod leg than anything else. And I've had a lot of complaints from the people who boom from me that this is super heavy. So we're going to be going a little bit more upscale. You can use something very inexpensive, but I just got this, so I want to tell you about it. This is the K-Tec Avalon KE110. This thing is fantastic. Now, first off, it's about the same weight as that, maybe a little bit lighter. It is very, very nice. It is a nice aluminum here. Really love it. But one of the things I love about this is that there is a coiled cable inside. So when I extend this, and I can lock this off, and when I bring it back, the cable is going to coil up inside, and I'm not going to have to wind a whole bunch of cable. So I really love that. And I also love the fact that it does have the connection on the side here. Now, there are some that have the connection on the bottom, but with that, you run the risk of accidentally slamming down your boom pole or dropping it and destroying your recorder or your transmitter. So I highly recommend getting something on the side. There's just a lot of benefits to having it on the side. Now, you will need a pair of gloves with this pole because there is no there's no foam on it, so you're going to get a lot of this. So I would highly recommend getting yourself a good pair of boom operated gloves. Now, let's go ahead and build the system. First off, we'll start with the mount. We will go ahead and screw this on, like so. And next, we're going to add our microphone in here. slide that through the shock mount like so. And we're going to go ahead and plug this in. And I'm going to cheat this a little bit through here and use a little bit of the back of the plug here because this microphone is very, very, very short. And that's it. That is the top half. Now, normally what I would do is if I was using like a Sennheiser transmitter or a DD-HDTX, I would plug it in at the top. I would get all my weight up top and just boom it like this. But there's a reason why I'm going to put everything on the bottom, and I'll show you in a moment. Next, we take the Smallrig here, and we want to take the transmitter, and let's go ahead, and you want to make sure that this is nice and tight here. So we put that, pull the Velcro through, and pull that tight, give it a little shake. That's still moving around a bit, so we want to make sure that this is nice and tight. And there we go, that is not going to move. You want to make sure that everything is nice and tight so you're not, because anything that's going to rattle is going to transfer noise up through the pull and into your mic and into your recording. So there we go. Next, we're going to take our amplifying wire, plug that in, and go right into the mic port here. Next, we'll take our XLR and attach that like so. And we're going to attach that to the bottom of the boom pole. There you go. Now we'll take some of these ties and let's tie up some of these cables so they're not hitting the boom pole and transferring sound all throughout the boom pole and wrecking your recording. And we'll cinch up this too. Now you could use anything. You could use these twisty ties, bongo ties. Give it a little shake to make sure that there's nothing going to be flopping around. And there we go. Your wireless boom pole system is set up. All you have to do is plug this into your camera. Make sure you're recording a backup track and getting the transmission from here. And also with the Rode Wireless Go 2, not only are you transmitting, but you're also making a backup. So again, you have basically three safety tracks. Now let's talk headphones. Now I've seen people on YouTube trying to use these wireless headphones. I've seen over a DSLR video shooter, I saw him hook up a Rode Wireless Go to a headphone. Do not do this. I have tried these and the delay is so terrible that you could definitely miss things. So I highly recommend not using any kind of wireless headphone system. Go ahead and get yourself a decent pair of monitoring headphones. I'm just using these because I have these right here. And that is why I picked this Smallrig here, because there is a headphone jack right here. And that's it. That is your wireless system. Just make sure that this is not going to hit your pole, so feel free to kind of wind that however you want it. But this is basically my wireless setup. Now, it's great because you could be here, you could be booming, and why I put this on the bottom is because let's say an actor gets a little bit too loud, I can go right here and I can turn it up and down. And that's really why I put everything here and not up top. It just gives me a little bit more control and I can monitor this better. So that's it. That is my wireless boom pole system. Those are my thoughts, but I want to know yours. So leave your questions and comments in the notes below. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to mash that bell button to be notified when we drop a brand new video. And feel free to use the links below as it helps out the channel. I'm Stephen Michael Zach, and this is How I Wireless.